All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you can hear me, and I hope you can see me. Thank you for joining us today. I'm happy to welcome you today. Please give me 1 second. And I'm back. I'm really sorry for this inconvenience. So once again, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. And it's my pleasure to welcome everyone to our webinar entitled Pomerania, a Sea of Possibilities. We're going to talk about the benefits and the ways of relocating to Poland and growing and developing your business in Pomerania. So I'd like to introduce our first speaker, Bogusława Rudecka from the Polish Investment and Trade Agency. Bogusława, the floor is yours.
So, hello everybody, good afternoon. Can you see my presentation? Could you please confirm?
Yes, we can see your presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I guess we can start. So hello once again, and it was already introduced. My name is Bogusława Rudecka, and I do represent the Center for Strategic Investments of the Polish Investment and Trade Agency. We are a governmental agency responsible for supporting the inflow of foreign investments, foreign direct investments to Poland. And next one. Okay, now it works. So here I would like to show you our offer. So as an investor, as a new entity in Poland, you can count on our support, on the support of a dedicated project manager who will somehow guide you through the whole investment process. And will take care about the setting up your activities in Poland. So here we are, our services, as I said, we provide our clients with comprehensive knowledge regarding availability of public incentives in Poland. We also offer location advisory to our clients. We organize different type of site visits and also reference visits. We will be able to provide you with a list of potential partners or suppliers. Obviously, we can facilitate our projects, our investors, also with some advice on different difficulties, different topics after the company is settled in Poland. So in case you face any difficulties regarding any formal issues in our countries, we also will be happy to support. And next slide is about Poland Business Harbour, which is kind of furthermore to our services, which I described before. So we do also implement Poland Business Harbour, and I'm one of the persons who is fully immersed in Poland Business Harbour. In particular, we as an agency, we do provide our support for companies. So this is one of the tracks which is dedicated to companies. And the program has been created as a response to socio-political crisis in Belarus, which took place after a presidential election in 2020. The program it is kind of a package of solutions that are aimed at supporting and relocating IT specialists and companies to Poland, and we just want to attract them to Poland, giving those special solutions. The program has been created by the group of organizations and institutions such as GovTech Poland, also Startup Hub Poland, SODA Association, but also Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and my organization, which is Polish Investment and Trade Agency, but also by the Ministry of Development and Technology. In the framework of the program, we offer, as it was already said, we offer relocation of IT specialists using a fast-track visa procedure. Who can participate? So, as already mentioned, there are 3 paths. The IT specialist path, which is kind of individual track. There is a path dedicated to startups, and this is mainly Poland Price track. And the last one, which I'm representing, company relocation track. So at the moment, we have on the board, we have 7 countries which are covered by Poland Business Harbour. As I said, the program has been, on the beginning, it has been dedicated only for Belarus, but I think in July last year, it has been extended to Ukraine, Russia, Georgia, Armenia, and Moldova. And most recently, from, I believe, January 12th this year, the governmental program Poland Business Harbour has been extended to include Azerbaijani citizens. So the program already covers all Eastern Partnership countries. And here, let me describe a little bit more about PBH visa itself. So it lasts 12 months and allows you to stay in Poland for a whole year long without leaving, but it also gives you a possibility to travel freely to your homeland country. What we mean by a visa fast track? That means that between contacting us and issuance of the visa, there should be no more than 2 weeks. So usually the application process should take not longer than 2 weeks. There is also easy access to the labor market. So visa holders are exempt from the obligation to have a work permit in Poland, which is, I think, very nice and very good solution for PBH visa holders. And under this visa, under the program Poland Business Harbour, all those solutions are also applied to family members. So if you have a family, if you are IT specialist, if you are a member of a company, you can easily apply for the Poland Business Harbour, and you can be relocated easily with your family members, and they are also exempt from work permit and also have possibility of setting up a sole proprietorship which is another good point of the program. And here we are with some numbers we are very proud of. I'm not going to discuss this into detail, but I just wanted to mention that so far we were able to implement 42 projects. As an agency, we were able to implement 42 PBH projects, meaning that there are 32 companies which decided to relocate from Belarus, Russia, or Ukraine, or other countries. And also at the moment, as a country, as a state, Poland were able to issue 30,000 visas with PBH stamp in it. And also thanks to a work of my team in Polish Investment and Trade Agency, we were able to issue around, or even maybe now more, around 8,000 visa recommendations issued for our partners. So basically, that from my side, that would be it. And again, it is my pleasure to be here, and I will be waiting for questions. So if there is something I did not explain, please let me know. I will be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Bogusława. We do have some questions already. So if you'd like to answer some of them. They're also available to you on our Zoom chat. So if you can see them, maybe that's easier, but I can also read them out loud. What are the limitations of opening business to business after relocation with PAIH, Polish Business Harbour visa, and how difficult it is to extend duration of residence in Poland after the visa expires in a year?
So when there are two options. So after the visa expires, you can apply for a Poland Business visa, Poland Business Harbour visa once again, and you can also ask us for our recommendations. That's the easiest way. But this is not something we do recommend. We recommend to use the possibilities of formalizing your stay in Poland through all paths available. And regarding the question how difficult it is, I think how difficult it is to extend duration of residence in Poland. Well, I guess it depends on the region. In some regions, it takes more, several months. In some regions, a few weeks. So there is no clear answer to this question.
Thank you anyway. Another question, why the Polish embassy in Moscow doesn't accept Polish Business Harbour applications? People have to go to private visa centers in Moscow and pay additional fees.
Well, that's how it works out. We have visa centers located everywhere in each country participating in Poland Business Harbour, and that's how it works. I'm not sure if I understand you correctly, Anton Sorokin, but that's normal way of proceeding this visa, and also you need to pay for visa. It's also anything new and surprising. I think you need to pay for visa 80 euros.
Okay, if there are any other questions, please feel free to ask. If if anything springs to your mind later on, we will do our best to forward these questions to our expert. So if there are no more questions for now, I would like to thank Bogusława for her speech. Thank you very much. Very informative. And I'd like to move on to our next speaker, Aleksandra Moszynska from Invest in Pomerania, who's going to talk about the possibilities for your personal and business growth in Pomerania. The speech will be in Russian. Please confirm, Aleksandra.
Все правильно.
All right. So when you're ready, please take over.
Привет, дорогие друзья. Я попробую в такой короткий промежуток времени рассказать вам немного о Померании, о Поморском воеводстве. И начнем мы с самого начала. Начнем мы с положения, с локализации. Все мы знаем, где находится Польша, да? Так вот, Померания, Поморское воеводство находится на севере Польши с выходом в Балтийское море, и Померания – это такой своеобразные ворота в Европу. Комбинация вот этих вот всех факторов, таких как локализация, персонал, бизнес-инфраструктура, место, качественный высокий уровень жизни. Комбинация всех этих факторов делает Померанию привлекательной для жизни и для ведения бизнеса здесь. Безусловно, не обойду стороной экономику. В принципе, Польша – самая быстро растущая экономика в Европе по уровню своего роста в последние 10 лет. Например, в регионе у нас самый низкий уровень безработицы. Вот, это что касается экономики, такие базовые вещи. Наверняка вы обратили внимание, что есть такое понятие как троймясто. Что такое троймясто? Троймясто – это соединение, такая агломерация, коллаборация 3 городов – Гданьска, Гдыни и Сопота. Гданьск – самый большой город. Сопот курортный, такой туристический, такой клубный, да. Гдыня самый молодой. В Троймясте у нас расположены, в Гданьске и в Гдыне расположены 2 порта больших, порт в Гданьске и порт в Гдыне, которые вместе составляют такой контейнерный, самый крупный в Балтийском море контейнерный хаб. Все это благодаря инвестициям, потому что какое-то время назад, еще 10 лет назад, таких цифр, естественно, не было. Благодаря развитию, постоянному развитию инвестициям это стало возможным. Например, порт в Гданьске строит еще один терминал, благодаря которому цифры еще более возрастут. Кроме того, Гданьский порт совершает регулярные перевозки контейнерные в Китай. Вот приблизительно как это выглядит. Они по количеству дней, это приблизительно 35 дней, этот контейнер, этот груз едет в Китай и дважды в неделю отправляется из Гданьска. Вот еще на этой карте можно так обратить внимание, что Гданьский порт – это уже самая восточная точка в Балтийском море. Это совершенно верно, потому что это на сегодняшний день самый крупный хаб по приему и обслуживанию таких больших контейнеров. Естественно, дальше хаб есть в Санкт-Петербурге, но не обслуживает такие большие грузоперевозки из-за погодных условий. Гданьский аэропорт имени Леха Валенса обслуживает больше 60 сообщений. Важно обратить внимание, что это самый что Гданский аэропорт обслуживает наибольшее количество соединений со скандинавскими странами, чем какой-либо другой в Польше. Большинство этих соединений обслуживаются лоукостерами. Ну, естественно, дороги, развитие дорог, инвестиции в дороги, строительство дорог обеспечили хорошее соединение с Беларусью, Украиной, Германией, Чехией. Кроме того, по самой Польше можно быстро доехать из Гданска в Варшаву за приблизительно 2,5 часа. Можно уже там быть на машине. Ну и, безусловно, образование – важный такой элемент. Мы им гордимся. Университет в Гданске, университет и Гданская политехника обеспечивают выпуск ежегодно специалистов технических специальностей. Кроме того, в университете, в Гданском университете есть кафедра скандинавских языков, самое популярное место, желаемое место учебы для абитуриентов. Туда обычно самый высокий конкурс. И, естественно, сотрудничество науки и бизнеса тоже у нас тут возможно. Существуют 2 технологических парка в Гданске и в Гдыне, где можно осуществлять свои идеи. Что касается офисов, к концу 2022 года количество квадратных метров будет уже около 1 миллиона. Это высококлассные офисные помещения. Вообще комбинация Гданска и Гдыни делает возможным, ну, здесь можно найти офис на любой вкус. Кроме того, в последние 2 года популярно то, что называют офисы на гибких условиях. Это всевозможные коворкинги, хот-деск и так далее. Это можно просто прийти поработать 1-2 дня. Может быть, меньше. Как я уже говорила ранее, развитие портов и строительство дорог делают возможным существование здесь довольно хорошо развитого рынка складских помещений. Благодаря инвестициям рынок растет стремительно, и, соответственно, благодаря складским помещениям развивается логистика здесь. В регионе есть склады у операторов почтовых услуг, девелоперов, центров дистрибьюции. Ну и судостроительная отрасль, местные верфи строят специализированные суда. Большое количество яхт строится именно в Гданске. Всевозможные морские конструкции, платформы для нефтеперерабатывающих строений. И инновационные секторы, безусловно, автомотив, электроника, химия, биология. Кроме того, такие биотехнологии, извините. Кроме того, такие компании, как Оцианик и Зая, у них тоже здесь есть свои центры развития, заводы. Ну и, наверное, самый интересный сектор с точки зрения вообще своего развития, своей истории здесь, это БСС. На сегодняшний день сектор насчитывает более 170 компаний. Это такие крупные корпорации, как Lufthansa, Amazon, Boeing и компании поменьше. Еще 10 лет назад все это не выглядело так хорошо, красиво и оптимистично, потому что низкий уровень жизни, мало рабочих мест, постоянный отток рабочей силы из региона. Ну и 10 лет назад появилась инвестор Pomerania, и благодаря инвесту и инвестициям в регион на сегодняшний день у нас более 170 компаний в регионе в этом секторе и более 32 тысяч рабочих мест в секторе. Вот приблизительно так это выглядит. Большинство компаний это IT, R&D. И вот можно обратить внимание, что, например, 10 лет назад количество рабочих мест в секторе составляло очень такое низкое, около 6 тысяч там было. То есть количество рабочих мест и занятых в этой отрасли людей выросло в 6 раз. Ну и, безусловно, во всевозможных рейтингах, рейтинг наиболее привлекательного места для ведения бизнеса в BSS-секторе занимает первое место и лидирует во многих из категорий, таких как офисное помещение, место для жизни и поддержка местного бюро обслуги инвесторов. И, безусловно, IT-экосистема – такой важный момент. Виды операций, которые присутствуют в Строймясте, это, безусловно, IT-аутсорс, такие большие компании, как EPAM, Циклум, Cognizant, Kainos. Product Development – это у нас Boeing, Lufthansa, Intel и Amazon. Такой вот интересный факт. Прототип Алекса и Ивона родом из Гданска. И, естественно, часть Shared Services Sector – это Staples, Chemira и AirHelp, например. Здесь развивающаяся, стремительно растет IT-комьюнити. Например, такая большая конференция, как InfoShare. Здесь проходит каждый год в Гданске. Вообще здесь можно найти тусовку на любой вкус. Вот. И кроме того, у нас есть еще, уже вначале я говорила о том, что наука и бизнес у нас тесно сотрудничают. Кроме того, у нас есть бизнес-инкубаторы, стартап-зоны, всевозможные программы для развития стартапов, где можно растить свой бизнес, получать гранты. И, безусловно, Померания, Троемясто, в частности, отличное место для жизни. Вот. Вся идея work-life balance присутствует здесь в полной мере. Здесь большое количество велосипедных дорожек, очень длинная береговая линия, очень чистый воздух, например, такая интересная информация, что вот в Троемясте один из самых чистых, Троемясто вообще одно из самых чистых в Польше, если сравнивать с другими городами. И всем этим опытом мы, безусловно, хотим поделиться с теми, кто еще не знает. И для этого мы создали такой проект, как Come2Pomerania, в котором мы рассказываем о жизни в Поморском воеводстве. Кроме того, это место, с помощью которого мы привлекаем таланты. Подробнее об этом проекте расскажет моя коллега Анна после моей презентации. И в рамках вот всех вот наших активностей есть у нас еще направление Come2Pomerania, вот в рамках которого сейчас проходит этот вебинар. Come2Pomerania – это платформа, скорее лендинг, где собрана важная информация относительно легализации, релокации себя и бизнеса, ответы на самые важные вопросы, которые могут возникнуть в процессе. Лендинг на 3 языках: польский, английский, русский, и можно им смело пользоваться, если возникнут какие-либо вопросы, связанные с переездом. На этом все. Я надеюсь, что на базовые вопросы мне получилось ответить, немного рассказать о Поморском воеводстве. Открыто к вопросам, мне можно писать. Спасибо большое.
Thank you very much. We do have some questions already, so if you can have a look and find them in our Zoom chat box.
Каким образом я могу инвестировать в Померанию, представляются ли бенефиты. О бенефитах, которые представляет регион, расскажет еще моя коллега Анна, о всех бенефитах, которые у нас тут есть в регионе, и о том, ну, вид на жительство для инвесторов, ну, у нас немножко все сложнее выглядит, вот, но то, что можно получить в регионе для инвесторов, еще расскажет следующий спикер, поэтому рекомендую послушать. That's all, Julia.
Okay, thank you very much, Aleksandra. So right now, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Anna Jagodzinska-Warzych, also from Invest in Pomerania, who's going to talk about the forms of investor support available in our region. Anna, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Julia. I hope that you all can hear me well. As Julia has introduced me, my name is Anna Jagodzinska-Warzych, and in our team, I'm the investor spokesperson. Please let me share with you my presentation. Girls, can you please let me know if everything is okay?
Perfect.
Thank you. Okay. So let me tell you something more about my role in our team. Who is the investor spokesperson? Actually, this is the person who links the business and the local authorities. So whenever you are at the crossing between these two parts, yes, let's say, then investor spokesperson might help you. What are the examples of this support? So first of all, I'm supporting you while the relocation process. What's more, I'm also trying to represent you in front of our local authorities, and I'm also assisting in solving emergency problems. So whenever something untypical happens and you have any troubles, then you can contact me and we'll try to find a solution. I'm also the person who is supporting you in applying for public aid, yeah. So Anna will be speaking more about it, but if you have any further questions, you can also contact us both. I'm also the one who improves the collaboration between business and local universities. And I'm also organizing meetings and events whenever I see such a need. So if you, for example, as our investors, are looking for some answers, then we can try to organize together a meeting with an experts and to find this solution for you. What's more, let's focus for a moment at this foreigners relocation support. What does it mean that investors spokesperson is supporting you during this relocation process? How does it look like? So first of all, if you have any questions about the whole process, how does it look like? What are the procedures like? You can ask me and I will provide you with the answer. What's more, we are collaborating with local authorities from a really long time now, and we have this possibility to verify your case status. So if you would like to obtain some more information on what stage your case is, then we can provide you with information. For example, if there are any lacking documentations, what else should be done in your case so that this decision could be made. For the representatives of the PSS sector, we are sometimes in a really most important cases, we are able to provide a kind of a priority path, let's say, but it applies to the most important employees in your companies, the most urgent situations. What's more, also, if it comes to these foreigners support, if we are gathering all of the informations about local initiatives which are dedicated to foreigners. So if you would like to find out if there are, for example, any groups of foreigners or any actions that might be helpful for you to find yourself better in the Tri-City, then we also can gather for you such information. Some time ago, we have created the Compendium of Knowledge on Stay and Employment Legalization in Poland. This is a complex document which contains answers to almost 40 questions about the procedures, and there are answers the questions how to obtain a temporary residence and work permit in Poland. So I recommend it to you that it could be your first book to read before coming and before filing your applications forms. We have prepared this compendium together with Pomeranian Voivodeship Office, so you can be sure that all the answers are, have been checked by the authorities. It's available in free language versions, and it's free to download from our website. Here at our website, invest.pomerania.pl, there is a base of knowledge section, and there you can find this file and download it for free, also in English and in Russian version, so that it would be easier for you to get all of those informations. Our initiative, which is also dedicated to foreigners who are new to Tri-City, yes, it's the project New to Tri-City. What is this project? You can find our recent webinars from this action on our Live More Pomerania channel on our YouTube. Yes, I encourage you to subscribe our channel, because all of the new episodes will be also in that place. We are always creating Facebook and LinkedIn events, so if you would like to join us during such a webinar, then also please feel welcome to do it. In details, what is New to Tri-City project about? It's a new series of webinars which is aimed at helping new residents of the Tri-City to settle in. So we organize one meeting per 2 months, and we invite the best specialists in their field to be our speakers and to share with you their experience and their knowledge. After each meeting, we create sorry for this, I'm sorry. After each webinar, we provide a 15 minutes Q&A session. So if you have any questions, you can ask them freely, and our expert will answer it. So actually you have a real impact on this project, because whenever you have any topic proposal, so we can just organize a webinar about it. If you will follow our social medias, you will find also some extra materials on the topic which we are speaking about in our webinar, and that would be also helpful for you. And next New to Tri-City webinar will be on the 2nd of February at 1 p.m. and we will be speaking about how to set up your business in Poland. you can learn about different forms of doing business in Poland. So now I'm truly inviting you to join us and to fill in the registration form, which I'm sure Aleksandra will send you in the after this webinar email. I think that it will be, a handful of really practical informations from our specialists. So don't hesitate and just join us. And I think that's it for today. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, also please feel free to contact me, okay? So thank you very much. And I'm giving the voice back to Julia.
Thank you, Anna. A very informative presentation. We already have some questions. They're also available to you in our Zoom channel chat box, so you can have a look. I can also read them out to you. So maybe the first one. Currently in Pomerania, one has to wait an average for more than a year for a pobyt czasowy. Do you think that the recent law about 60-day limit of application review will apply to Pomerania in practice?
Okay, so this is a really difficult question. Why? Because this law is new, as you have also stated in your question, and the problem is that we do not know how it will affect, yes, the whole process. I know that the authorities, the problem is that there are really a lot of application forms now. The interest in getting the residence permit is really high, and we hope that together with our regional authorities, we will manage to adjust to these new law regulations, and that this process will be in the end going quicker. However, this 1 year time for now, yes, it is, I must say, kind of standard. But let's keep our fingers crossed so that the situation will improve by time. When let's give some time to our authorities to adjust to these legal regulations. Maybe in some time we will get any detailed information.
Thank you very much. If there are any other questions, please feel free to ask now. If anything springs to your mind later on, we'll also forward these questions to our speakers. So Anna, thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
And now up next is Anna Ciosek, also from Invest in Pomerania, who's going to talk about the forms of regional support, incentives and benefits for companies. Anna, when you're ready.
I'm always ready. Thank you, Julia, for your introduction. I hope you're seeing my presentation. Can you see that? Yes, of course, I bet you do.
Yes, we can see your presentation and you.
Yes, that's amazing. Thank you for having me today. I will talk about our support as Invest Pomerania, as well as Polish investment zone support and governmental support. Starting with our support from Invest in Pomerania, it is complex kind of support for the investors, from the decision making to the post investment, through the setting up to the post investment. First of all, the investor has a dedicated project manager who is through the whole process with the investor. We provide you with the relevant data, reports. We can fill your RFIs. We are scheduling and organizing site visits, reference visits, match make you with the universities, with the authorities, HR, companies, developers, everything that investor needs to know and anyone he needs to meet or she. We provide you with the data and with the contacts. After this first step, if the investor decides to set up a business in Tri-City in Pomeranian region, we are providing him with the investment launch. It can be a press release, it can be a press conference. Also, we got social media coverage. So all the things that that investor needs to have at the first step of his investments, we can provide him with that. And we are also known for our post-investment support, which consists of many events, many reports, data, and talent attraction, also as work permits and visas for foreigners, as Anna mentioned earlier. So if you are looking for a community, a place with a great community for business services sector, this is the best place to be. We are organizing a quarterly meeting for business services companies, for providers companies, that kind of meetings like today's. It's new to Tri-City, Come2Pomerania, meetings with law companies to talk about current issues. And everything that we do is free of charge. We are a non-profit organization. We are aiming at our region development. That's the overall vision, but digging into our PR and marketing support, we are providing investor with support, like I've said before, investment launch, the press releases, social media posts, articles on our website. Also, you can have a business card on our website when you can on Come2Pomerania website, and you can have the company overview there with open positions, so you can have a dedicated subpage that people can visit and know who you are and who are you looking for. Also about the jobs at Pomerania, I will tell you in a second. Second of all, we want to show your company not only through your logo, but also through your people that are behind the logo. So they can know that this is something that people create, not just a brand. So we encourage you to cooperate with us and take part in our conversation without the tie or Voices from Pomerania, that your managers or your employees can talk about how do they live in Pomeranian region. Is it good? Is it bad? The challenges, the advantages and disadvantages. And also we have knowledge sharing platforms like Aviation Hub with a few companies in our area. We are organizing Aviation Hub conference. We have AI Pomerania Hub and New to Tri-City webinars. So everything we are doing to gather all the companies and show that what they are doing here and how they collaborate with each other. Getting into our recruitment platform, it's the first profile-led platform in Poland. We've got more than 3,000 candidates in our database. They are all from outside of the region, whether it's in Poland or abroad. So if you are getting into our recruitment platform, you are searching for people that they are not currently living in Pomerania, but they are willing to relocate if they find a good job. If you are an investor that is already in here, you get the free access to our database. And if you are a candidate, you have to. I'm sorry, I've got no power in my laptop. I've got run out of electricity. If you are looking for a job, you can apply at jobs@pomerania.com, and we'll send you the links afterwards. And you can wait for the investors and companies that are already here to reach out to you, and maybe you can relocate to Pomerania region. I need.
Well, thank you, Anna. If you have any questions to Anna, please share them. We'll forward them to Anya directly. If not now, then please let me introduce our last speaker. Please give us 1 second. Probably Anna will be able to come back and add something to the presentation. Please give us 10 seconds. Sergey, thank you for coming in. Also, please give us 10 seconds to confirm if Anya is able to come back to our webinar. I believe she's connecting. Please bear with us for another 10 seconds. Anna is trying to connect. All right. Unfortunately, Anna is not able to join us. Okay, she is. Very sorry for this inconvenience. I hope Anya is back on. Please let us know.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, great.
Electricity crash, but now I've got all this covered.
Fantastic.
So.
Please proceed.
Yes, I will. Going back. Sorry for that once again. So if you are a person who is currently looking for a job in Pomerania, you can access our platform. And if you are not matching this job description, you can, like Java developers, accounts and finance, you can always get into other specialization group. So we've got you covered. You can always get into our platform. Furthermore, if you are looking for more than, I don't know, 50 people with highly paid positions, we can support you with a dedicated recruitment campaign. The external recruitment company is providing CVs from outside of the region to the sub-page, which is only for the investor to use for the period of time. And then if it's not used by them, all the applicants are getting into our whole base. So if you are planning a big recruitment in Pomerania, we can help you also with that. And if our employer branding activities are not does not meet your needs, we can also provide you with employer branding campaign from the external PR agency. It takes time for us to set up that kind of activity because of the public procurement procedures, etc. But it is possible for you to get a great employer branding campaign for your company. Another thing that is worth mentioning is our relocation fund. If the investor is small, medium enterprise with in IT, biotech, or offshore industry, we can offer you a relocation grant for the employees, up to 80 employees per the investor, if they are relocating them from outside of the region. It's just 10,000 zlotys is for one employee, and he can spend it on anything that he or she wants to set up in here. It's just like a pillow for them to relocate here and get a good start. Unfortunately, we are not supporting B2B contracts. The employee needs to be on employment contract, and he or she cannot live in Pomerania in the preceding 12 months. So this is something that is really interesting for the employees and for the employers. We are happy to help you with the procedure. And ending our my introduction of our support, if the investor is already here or setting up the business and does not have an office space yet, we can provide the investor with short-term office space up to 3 months, up to 5 people. It can be in our office in Oliva. You just have to tell us that you need that, and we can provide you with that for 3 months. So this is kind of incubation for the new investors. Moving into Polish investment zone support, I will tell you a bit about that. This kind of support is in the form of a tax relief of the corporate income tax. And this tax relief is granted for a period up to 15 years for the enterprises from industry and business services sector, regardless of the size and location. These are 2 examples. This is examples for business services sector. If the planned investment costs for the 2-year employment of the new employees, it's about 10 million zlotys. The aid of public, the public aid level is 30%, and the maximum amount of the tax refund it's 3 million zlotys. So the employer can refund its corporate income tax in 12 years in an amount of 3 million. You do not get the money itself. You can just write it off from the seat. And this is from industrial. If your investments costs are about 100 million zlotys, you get 30 million zlotys of the tax refund. So it's similar as in business services. The support granted last year was 35%, now it's 30% because of the changes in the law. And it's maximum of 15 years. Usually it's 12 years. You get the decision after you apply. You get the decision in 2 weeks, so it's really quick, and you don't have to wait months to get a decision about the grant. So this is quite easy and approachable. And last but not least, the governmental support. Comparing it to the Polish investment zone support, you can get an actual cash grant. And this is quite similar to the previous one. It's also on whether investment grant or the employment grant. So it covers, employment grant covers the 2-year employment costs. So for example, you are planning to employ 100 people, and it will cost you in the period of 2 years 10 million zloty. And this is your investment cost, and you can get up to 25% of your investment. The cash grant can be up to 25% of the investment cost, and it is based on investment type, the size of your company, and where it is located. If the location is at the area of the risk of exclusion, so the employment rate is really high, you can get a better support from the government. And on support based on the new jobs created, also you can get up to 20,000 zloty per newly created job per one FTE. And also it depends on the size of the investment type and the area of your investment. But the investor have to fulfill some quantitative criteria and qualitative criteria, depending if it's based on employment or the investment type. So if you are a small enterprise and you are in business services sector, you have to create at least 20 new jobs in 2 years. And qualitative criteria, based on the new jobs created, you have to at least have 5 criteria fulfilled, and you can get all 10 of them, but the minimum 5 criteria you need to fulfill to get into this cash grant, so you can meet the criteria. And these are the criteria on investment costs, and they are quite similar but a bit different because of the investment type. The disadvantage of this cash grant is that it is quite a bit, maybe more than a bit longer. The procedure is a bit longer than the grant from the Polish investment zone. This is because the decisions are made on the governmental level, not the Polish investment, like local authorities, but the governmental. So it takes much longer. So if you have time, this is a great thing to have and support to get. So thank you for that. If you have any questions, I'm here to help and send you the links, matchmake you the right people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're waiting for questions. Whatever questions you might have, Anna is here. If not now, we can forward your questions later on. So we're waiting for a final round of questions. If not now, thank you, Anna. Please let me introduce our last speaker today, Sergei Podolnitsyn. Please let me know if you can hear us, if you can see us.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Sergei is a delivery director at Brit Dynamics. He's going to talk about his experience relocating a business, growing a business in Pomerania. Sergei, I believe your presentation will be in Russian, so please confirm and please begin. The floor is yours.
Да, спасибо, Юля. Значит, я буду говорить на русском, собственно, точно так же, как и Александра, и расскажу про несколько вещей. То есть меня пригласили как, можно сказать, человека, который пользовался услугами, сервисами агентства развития Come2Pomerania, поделиться опытом, впечатлениями, и вот хотел бы рассказать про несколько вопросов, почему Польша, почему Тrójmiasto, что повлияло на этот выбор, с какими трудностями сталкивался и как удалось их решить. Переехал я в Польшу в 2016 году, 5 лет назад. На тот момент наша компания была приватная, сейчас она публичная, сейчас работает около 3000 человек. До этого она была гораздо меньше, но тем не менее даже уже на том этапе мы понимали, то есть компания понимала, что офис в Польше будет достаточно правильным стратегическим решением, в первую очередь связано с тем, что для американских партнеров и для новых европейских партнеров, клиентов нашего бизнеса это понятная с точки зрения юрисдикции европейская локация, и это открывало в первую очередь большие перспективы для нахождения новых клиентов в Европе. Компания у нас занимается software development outsourcing, то есть многие из вас, наверное, работают либо в схожих бизнесах, либо слышали, по крайней мере, про такие компании. Вот. И Польша – это один из крупных европейских рынков, на котором представлены серьезные как клиенты потенциальные, так и уже существующие компании со специалистами. После того, как я пожил 5 лет в Кракове, было принято решение переехать в Гданьск, и одной из моих задач стало развитие нашего филиала в Труместе, как в новой локации, прежде всего связано с тем, что здесь в Труместе очень большой рынок IT-специалистов. Также здесь есть несколько хороших университетов, которые выпускают молодых специалистов, будущих специалистов IT, которые приходят на программы интернатуры. У нас есть такие программы в компании. Вот. И с очень хорошей экологией. То есть специалисты из стран СНГ, когда рассматривают варианты переехать в Польшу, Гданьск – это одна из наиболее интересных локаций, в частности, из-за экологии. Вот. И это тоже повлияло на выбор Трумяста как новой локации, в которой компания хотела развиваться в Польше. И пришли мы сюда в прошлом году, и вот на одной из крупных конференций InfoShare я познакомился с Come2Pomerania, то есть первый раз, когда я услышал про помощь безвозмездную всем новым организациям, они называют инвесторы, то есть каждая новая организация, даже если это существующий бизнес, но даже если он существует в Польше, но он приходит в Поморское воеводство, это считается как инвестмент, и организация, соответственно, называется термином инвестор. Так вот, в процессе общения с Come2Pomerania стало понятно, что это безвозмездная помощь, и я подумал, что это больше applicable для каких-то новых компаний, которые там переезжают в Польшу, только открывают здесь первый офис или вообще только открываются. Вот. А на самом деле это не так, то есть Come2Pomerania работает и с крупными компаниями, которые открывают филиалы, в том числе в Труместе, и предлагает широкий спектр услуг для помощи в развитии. Вот, в частности, мы воспользовались помощью с офисом, то есть поначалу у нас было помещение, где мы можем приходить, собираться. У нас было всего несколько человек, и не было какого-то постоянного места. Вот мы воспользовались предложением от Come2Pomerania, собирались в этом месте и могли уже полноценно как-то начинать работу. Также была предложена помощь в поиске нового офиса, то есть вместо того, чтобы пытаться разобраться в этом рынке с нуля, значит, меня проконсультировали, и спасибо за это большое Бартаку, сотруднику агентства, по всем вопросам, связанным с новыми офисами, значит, познакомили с контактами в коворкингах, где мы рассматривали вариант снятия какого-то помещения. Вот. И это очень ускорило процесс для нас. Собственно, в январе вот мы сняли офис, и помимо, значит, помощи, связанной с поиском офиса, там еще была программа для employer брендинга и пресс-релиз, собственно, о том, что наша компания пришла в Поморский регион, пресс-релиз для потенциальных инженеров, которые прочитают, заинтересуются переходом в нашу компанию, также в университеты и потенциальным клиентам, что, собственно, я думаю, еще даст плоды, потому что он был достаточно недавно. Вот, в целом, еще одно из важных направлений, которое хотелось бы упомянуть, это работа с местным ужондом, provincial офисом, который довольно challengeable, получается, в работе с новыми фирмами, которые приходят в регион и пытаются с ним работать напрямую. Вот, допустим, в других городах, где у нас есть офисы, там понятно, как взаимодействовать с местными ужондами для легализации релацированных сотрудников. А в Поморском воеводстве абсолютно не было понятно, как взаимодействовать с ужондом, и вот мы получили помощь в этом направлении очень существенную. То есть это одно из, я бы сказал, для нас наиболее было важных и чувствительных направлений. Вот, поэтому мы, как говорится, looking forward в сотрудничестве с Come2Pomerania в 2022 году будем развиваться, расти, и всегда приятно знать, что есть различная помощь вот в развитии. Вот, с моей стороны все. Спасибо. Надеюсь, рассказ был интересен и полезен.
Thank you very much, Sergey. Please go ahead if you have any questions to Sergey. If not now, again, we will forward them to our speaker later on. Please let me know, my dear speakers, if you'd like to add anything before we say goodbye for today. Final call.
I'm okay.
All right. Any comments, any upcoming events you would like to share? We've already mentioned our new to Tri-City webinar on the 2nd of February. Please register and please join us to know more about the forms of doing business in Pomerania. Bogusława, anything from your end? All right.
Oh, no, thank you. And it was a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you very much. All right, so if there are no more comments, no more requests, thank you very much for joining us today. Please let us know if you have any further questions. Please feel free to contact us, and please follow us in our social media channels to get a full overview of everything that we do and all the forms of support we can provide. So thank you once again, and well, see you soon, hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.